Welcome to a special one-hour edition of Chicago Sports Tonight, Bears style. Luke and Ellis with you, Tina Wynn, Cassie Carlson, 670 The Score's David Haw. Welcome back again.
Nice to be here again.
Thanks for making time for us again.
Well, as long as this keeps going, I don't know whether else you want to be or what else you want to talk about.
Well, can you guys believe the Bears are one win away from going to the NFC Championship and 2 wins away, Cassie, from their 3rd appearance at a Super Bowl in franchise history?
I think that's what belief, resiliency, and confidence gets you. And I think that this Bears team has shown week after week that they have all those 3 things, which makes a recipe to go out there and win close.
To see this entire city just light up for the special season so far for the Bears.
You and a lot of people, I think everywhere they celebrate the parody about the NFL. Every year we're in the same boat, like, well, you know, anything can happen. And every year there seems to be one team that is like the...
Digging into the Bears and Rams, I want to look back at the Bears-Packers game. It's time for our ChevyDriveChicago.com NFC North preview. Guys, listen, 21-3 with 25 points in the 4th.
Moments, as you mentioned, similar to 2016 with the Cubs. I remember being at Cam's in Champaign in a packed bar on a rainy night. I remember 2013.
From here, obviously, but I love the city of Chicago. And it's during that game, my guy friends were texting me that much. So
Yeah.
with you, I felt a lot of emotions.
We were celebrating. I was jumping into one of my boss's arms. Don't get carried away with that. That'll never happen again.
Well, it was because it was historic. At the stadium, it was electric. And I think across Chicago, experiencing something that special, it means something even more when it happens.
You know, I'm glad you brought up cathartic because as a Bears fan, I expected the worst there at the end. I expected Jaden Reed to come down with the ball or Christian Watson and for the night to be ruined, and it didn't happen. Now, earlier today, I had a chance to talk with Bears Vice President Brian McCaskey on Good Day Chicago to find out how on behalf of all Bears fans. All right, I want to move ahead because this week on Wednesday, we celebrated the Minnesota Miracle. Yeah, when the Vikings came back against the Saints, they scored with 10 seconds left to play in the NFC divisional round, and then they got their doors blown off against the Eagles in the NFC title game by 31. How do the Bears make sure they don't go through the same type of emotional letdown that Minnesota went through?
Well, who was that quarterback? It was Case Keenum, and he's now on the Bears roster. And he took it upon himself as one of the leaders on this team, one of the guys who was actually coaching Caleb Williams this season, to make a message in a meeting, and